Hello, everyone. This is Kathleen, and I'm here with a video about my decorating process, or at least I'm going to start this. A few of you mentioned in feedback that I asked for that you wanted to see my process of decorating a new junk journal. Um, One of you called it a naked journal. You wanted to see how I decorate a naked journal. And others just mentioned watching the process of me decorating, a journal from start to finish. Or um, sometimes I don't know really how to interpret the feedback that I got, but I really do appreciate it, and I'm just going to give it a go. So now that I have the cereal box covers kind of finished, that series, I put up several journals in my Etsy shop, and they sold. So I need to do some more both for the Etsy and for the festival that's coming up in June. So I did put together this journal, and I have several more actually that just need signatures sewn and decorating done over here to the right in my box. So we're going to do some of those in the next couple of weeks. And this one, it turned out really nice. Sometimes I do the covers first, and sometimes I do them after at the very end. But this one I did just a masterboard, kind of when I was doing the other masterboards, and have cut that down and used it just as a panel on the front of this. And then I had to make another spine, and so I did that from scratch, and then added this lace and some trim here. So this journal's ready to be decorated. The signatures are sewn in. There's 3 signatures, so it's a large journal. And I'm just going to show you how I start to decorate it. So my process is about 5 steps. I thought about it. Okay, what do I do? And the first thing I do, once I'm at this stage with the signatures sewn, then I decide what pockets and tucks I want to put in. The second step is I decide if I want to put fiber on the edges, like fabric ruffles or lace or other things that go on the edges. And if I want to do tabs. Then once I get those done, the pockets and tucks and the edges, then I do what, in my mind, this is a ridiculous sounding word, but I look at FERPs. And to me, that it's just a personal thing. It's flat embellishments on random pages. So I go through, once I have these decorations in, I go through and see what else needs something, what pages need something. It could be, just a writing page, or it could be a page like this. And I don't want, at this point, I don't want a bunch of bulk, and so I want something flat. So then I will add stenciling, stamping, a little image stamp. I'll add maybe a sticker or a word or something, but it's flat at that point. So that's what that is. Then once I have that done, then the journal is pretty much finished. So then I will come back and make ephemera for the pockets, or gather up vintage ephemera to stuff, in the pockets. And then finally, I see what kind of details it needs. And that is also a time when I think about unity and harmony and bringing the book together, so that there are elements maybe that I will repeat, little things that I add, or paint splatter on all the pages, or stenciling on all the pages, those kinds of details that help bring unity to the whole book. So today we're going to talk about how I decide about pockets and tucks. And then I've got a pocket pattern to give you today. So what I do is I pull out my envelope of templates, pocket patterns, tuck patterns, and I pull those all out, and then I go through them, which I have done. You don't want to take the time, to watch me do that. I have done that, but as I do that, I flip through the pages and I decide, oh, okay, I pull out one of the things from the pile and I say, okay, I'm going to put this kind of so this is what I have, this is a template in my mind, in my little envelope, and I say, okay, I want to put that kind of a thing here. And that is plain enough that it leaves me plenty of creative space. What this is just a pocket with a torn edge. And so it could be a piece of really cool paper with a torn edge. It could be a book illustration with a torn edge. It could be anything. It could just be anything. It just has this kind of diagonal torn edge on the top. And so in this case, I have, this is in my stash, and it doesn't have a diagonal torn edge, but it has this torn edge at the top. But this is a book illustration of flowers in the background, and then I embossed it. I hope you can see that. It's embossed, and then I have taken some watercolor and other dyes and kind of sanded and then embellished those flowers. That's what's going to go here on this page. And then I take, when I'm done with that, then I'll put this back in the envelope. So that's what I have done. I've just gone through, pulled out, here's another little template. It's just another ripped. This is meant to go on the top as a tuck. So I have that there. Here's another template I'm going to make. It's like a little variation of a library card pocket. Will go there. Here's another template. This one is finished. It's not a file card, but that would go there. So I just go through and put all of them. Sometimes I have things in my stash that I will actually put into the book, if it's finished. And so I also go through my drawer, of finished things to see if anything matches. Yeah, so that's what I do. I just go through. This is another template. It's a kind of a fold over strip pocket. Yep, that's the one we're going to do today. And I'll just put other things in. Like this is just a pocket, a book page pocket from my stash. So that is ready to just glue down on this page. So I'll put that there. So let's see if there are any other. Yeah, this is a template out of the box. So I will either put that on that side or probably this side. It's just a wide kind of a tag pocket. Here's another template. I'm going to go on one of these pages. Anyway, so that's what I do. I just go along and put these templates on the pages where I think, the page needs something. And like this, this one is already in the playlist. That collar kind of fold down pocket. So I'm going to make one of those for this page. Here's just a side pocket. Looks like I want it to go there, maybe there. I don't know. Anyway, I did this the other day. So, yeah. So I have put all those in the book, and now when I am ready to decorate the journal, I just come along and I will start doing this kind of thing. I'll just start gluing that down, and then I'll think, okay, I'm going to make a top tuck like that, and then I will do it, put it in, move on to the next one. I'm going to make this library card pocket, so I will stop and do it, put it down, and then put this back in the envelope for the next time, you know, that I want to decorate a journal. Then I'll pull them all out again and sort them out. So that's the process that I use, this first step in deciding which pockets and tucks I want to do. I also, besides checking the envelope and the drawer, I will sometimes get out my my idea books, different places where I keep ideas of things, you know, like this is an element, or I will just page through them, you know, and kind of decide what I might want to do. So yeah, we all have, you know, ways that we keep track of different ideas, you know, that we like and that we might want to do. So that's kind of how I start. And then I find that once I start decorating, I just need to get that back on the shelf. Once I start decorating, then sometimes it just takes on, the project takes on a life of its own. And then I start getting creative and I think about things and have ideas that I want to do. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this book. But so over the next couple of weeks, maybe I'll make some videos about different ways that I am working in this book. So this is the template that we're going to use today. So I'm just going to put a paper clip there so I can find that page again. We'll put that to the side. So this is what it is, just a strip. It's about 3.5 inches, it looks like, and about 8 inches or so this way. And you know, you can adjust the size to fit if you want a deeper pocket, or you want it to be, you know, a narrow one and have it be a belly band, make it longer. Yeah, it's very versatile. So this is what we're going to do. I've chosen this strip of a cutoff, you know, from some scrap paper, and I am just going to put a little bit of depth on the edges because that's what I like. And then I'll probably put a little bit of brown. Actually, I'm going to round at least one corner. I think we'll do a deep, yeah. I think we'll leave the other one not rounded. Yeah, I missed that side. Okay, now I'll put a little bit of distress on it as well. Okay, now I'm going to put a strip of washi tape. Get the glue out. Okay. Sometimes when I'm just going to make a tuck and not a pocket, I try to fold the washi tape over because I think it makes a nicer edge. So I'm going to do that. And then I want one of these little vintage labels. And I want to put some distress on it. Let's see if I can get the back off. Ah, yes. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so this is just going to go here. That on straight? No, it isn't. Oh my word. Okay. That straight? Yes. Okay, put that down, and then I'm just going to use this sticker on this side. And this one is even harder. These washi stickers are so hard to get the... There it is. Oh, I can almost see it there. There we go. There we go. Okay, I don't want this in the center because I am an off-center kind of girl. All right. Okay, so there's that, and then we will find the page. Where was it? Here it is. Let me get the glue. And I'm going to glue down this one and across the bottom. So we're going to put just some glue in the center and then across the bottom. So it's not actually going to be a pocket, it's going to be a tuck, but it's going to look like a pocket. And this is the hardest part. You can always do one side first. Okay. Now this I think needs either a stamp or maybe another little numbers label. Let me get my numbers out. Something like this might be good. Oh, I can get it. Here we go. Or maybe even something bigger. Yeah, I think maybe this bigger one might be better. These are just number, like digital labels. I kind of like this one. All right. Nope, don't want it to end up in the center. So we'll put it right there. Okay, all right. See how easy that is. Yeah, that's a pretty easy pocket. Okay, so that page is now done. And you know, there's all kinds of things you can use instead of, if you have a paper that is really interesting, this is a nice template to use that on, because it makes a really nice embellishment for the book, honestly, if you have a really cool paper. But there's other things you can use. For instance, let's just pretend this is a page. If you have some cool ephemera that's kind of on the long side, that would make a cool fold-over pocket. And you don't even have to decorate it much because it's already decorated. So you can use strip ephemera. You can use like a flashcard. That would make, I've done this before a number of times. It makes a cool, really cool pocket. This is a little wider, so you could do it, glue it on 3 sides and make it an actual pocket. Yeah, so that would be interesting. Music paper is really nice for this kind of fold over strip pocket. And here, you know, I've just made that kind of fancy corner on it. And even something like, if you have really interesting book illustrations like this one, it's cool. And I particularly like this, but if I slice that off, let me do that and I'll show you how cool this can look. Okay, so now we just have this slice, and we're going to cut that down just a hair. And I think, though, that I'm going to leave this this torn kind of edge on it. Okay, and now this way I'm going to fold it so that I'm not going through anyone's face. So fold it like this, round the top corner, and then when you put that on a page, it just makes it look cool. You know, it's just it's a decoration without having to decorate anything, right? I love that. And, you know, you could put a little word or something, you know, if you want to decorate it, but if you don't want to decorate it, then that's done. Love it. Anyway, so I think this is kind of a cool template, and I hope that it's useful to you. Thanks for being with me, and stay tuned for other decorations in this book coming up, and then I'll do another video about fiber edges and then the FERPs. All right, thanks so much for spending time with me. I always appreciate your support, and we'll see you again.